Hi, we're Theo
James and Stuart,
and we work for the Digital Library at the University of Edinburgh. We'd like you to come on a journey with us as we open a can of worms together. Now, the subject of open access publishing has been part of our jobs for quite a while now. We've seen a rise of institutional and subject repositories. We now have mandates from funders, there are institutional policies, and it's just common sense reasons to publish our outputs through open access channels. Now, despite our best efforts, there's still a lot of misunderstanding about open access. For example, how does gold relate to green? Can I still publish in traditional high-ranked journals? Would people trust an author final version? There have been more hours spent on discussing these problems in meetings, conferences and seminars than we could count. Yet rates of research available openly are far from the levels that we'd actually like to see.
Let us consider something. The quality of research outputs is often judged based on several different factors. Most of these are based on scores of one kind or another, citation counts, journal impact factors, or H-indexes. But we're all like that. We like to find ways in which to measure, score and quantify our work. Scores and metrics allow us to make comparisons, construct plans and measure our progress. However, we currently have no way to put a score on our level of engagement with open access. How well am I doing? What potential do I have? How many of the journals that I publish in allow me to publish open access? How many of these opportunities have I taken? To put it coarsely, what is my open access index? We're now in a position where we should be able to measure this. With a myriad of sources from large bibliographic databases, current research information systems, repositories and Sherpa Romeo, we have access to the information that we need to calculate such a score.
Our proposal is split in two halves. The first exercise would be to gather a room full of experts together to decide how to construct the index. What factors should be taken into account? What are the component parts? And how do we bring these together with relevant weights to construct a meaningful score? Following that, we'd look to see at how this can be automated using different data sources and provide some worked examples. The creation of an open access index would give us a baseline score for engagement with open access and a common understanding and method of measuring this. This in turn could lead us to ask new questions such as, is there a link between someone's altmetric score and their OA index? Should we just be putting a score on open access engagement or the wider area of open scholarship? How could a score such as this be used to encourage engagement with open access or to help an individual to identify easy steps to improve their OA index? Should we apply the score just to individuals, to groups, universities or even publishers? But before we get that far, we need to know if there is merit in the idea of an open access index. And that is where you come in. If you'd like to discuss this further, please use the hashtag #OAindex. And if you like the idea or would like to see it investigated further, vote for it now. Thank you.